Hey, we got 30 and a wake up guy there. Very interesting video there just the other day. His last 72 hours of van life is living in a van over. He has a, oh gosh, I can't remember what this thing's called. It's the Beast. It's called the Beast. It's a fancy dream catcher or dream van, whatever it's called. Anyway, storyteller, that's it. Anyway, so what he does is he gets rid of it. He has goes out camping in Utah and stuff, then goes east to Alabama and drops off the van. I guess it was just kind of a lonery kind of thing. Drops it off, and now he is vanless. And so where's he take off to? Waikiki. So now he's in Hawaii with no van for a while. And I don't know, man. Hey, so now we got everything. We got, you know, van people. We got nomads that have no nomadic vehicles anymore. They're now in Hawaii. So I don't know. I hope he gets something pretty soon and gets back on the road because he does have a good channel. 30 and a wake up. Oh yeah, the Doxinator, the Camo Dave Doxinator has a channel. That's right. His memories of his beloved Champy, the wonderful Jack Russell Terrier, there. Doxinator's channel. That's right. So if my channel ever gets taken down, I don't want to run any video from this channel because he might copyright strike me. You know, he might just do that. You know, but anyway, there's Champ and there's Jilly. Champ just passed away a week or two ago. Jilly's doing strong. She had her surgery, and they're opening up their Christmas presents there. And we have a 48-second video there from the Doxinator. He has 110 subscribers. So let's see if we can get him up to, say, 115, 120. Anyway, the Doxinator's got some good stuff on here. But yeah, if my channel ever gets taken down, I can always just put some videos up on the Doxinator's channel. I'm sure he'd let me do that. Hadn't posted anything in about 3 years, but 2.5 years. But anyway, get ready, because here he comes. He's going to be bigger than Reuben the Bulldog. Jilly is going to be bigger than Reuben the Bulldog. Oh yeah, just you wait. Doxinator on the move. These are the Doxinator social blade numbers. He lost a sub today. Who unsubbed from the Doxinator? Who? All right, there's Curt and Snow. Snow and Curt there. The lovely couple there that are traveling through Central America. They're now in Nicaragua. They're going to need a visa extension because they're staying longer than, I guess their visa only allowed them to travel through Nicaragua for a few days. They're going to have to get an extension, and that means more bureaucracy. But there's a bigger problem. They have a roof vent fan, right? A roof fan, and the fan is kind of screwy up now, and so now they have to. It still works, but they have to jury rig it to get it to run right. And that's not a good thing when you're down in hot Nicaragua this time of the year. So, yeah, they're going to need a whole new fan. And the problem is it's hard to get a fan because of the pandemic. There's a fan shortage. And plus it's hard to get that junk shipped down to Nicaragua. So I don't know. They're in a little bit of a quandary, Snow and Curt. Okay, we haven't seen much of Second Chance Hiker there. He is now in Wyoming on his own personal island in the Grand Tetons. Okay, seems very excited. Hasn't posted much in a while, but he is back. So there's his channel, 27 million subscribers, and his last video was 3 months ago. And remember, he was hiking down through the swamps in Florida, but now he is back with some new goals and a whole new outlook. An interesting video here. He gets into his whole history, how the mother of his children created this channel originally, and then he's kind of now taken it over, and how he was talking about how he used to have, a family life and a house, and he was just unhappy. He was putting on the weight, and he just wasn't happy. And now that he's been a nomad, at least getting out and about and hiking and doing things, he's feeling better and healthier and happier too. And it's a good watch, 15 minutes here, basically telling about how he's kind of found new life, healthy lifestyle, kind of gotten more to like himself, positive self-image, and all that other stuff that has come from basically nuking his old life and starting over again and getting out on the road and up into hiking, especially a lot of hiking and breathing the fresh air and everything like that. So interesting video there. Second chance hiker is, it's his second chance, and he's making good use of it. Last time we checked in with RV Jedi David, is it Dave or David? Or Davey? I don't know. Anyway, he had gone out up there, Wisconsin, to do some camping in his beautiful big RV, and he got out in the rain, and it turned out that the roof was falling off. The roof is peeling off the damn RV. So what's he doing now? He's scaling back, and he's getting out on the road in his car. And he's going to show us here his car setup, and it's pretty cool. Of course, it has to include a Star Wars blanket there. Oh, yeah. Honestly, to be honest with you, this is pretty neat. Got a nice bed there. He's got some, coolers to keep everything cool. He's got, this isn't bad. As we say, simplicity, simplicity. One thing you can tell about somebody camping out in their car is if it looks junked up and messy like that, they're really living it. We see these videos where people are driving around their cars pretending they're living in their cars, and the car is neat and uncluttered and there's nothing else in it, and they're like, yeah, right. Anyway, so RV Jedi is definitely Star Warsing around in his vehicle there, and yeah. And the one big advantage of car camping is you're much more mobile. He said that if he's in his RV, he has to tear down his camp. And again, if you don't have a tow car or something, you've got to take your whole big vehicle around town with you and to explore like a town or something. And the parking's hard because it's a big giant vehicle. When you're in a car, you just move. And you can park anywhere and nobody gives a rat's ass. And you can stealth camp a lot easier too, I mean, really. But anyway, so some good fun there from RV Jedi. Hey! Let's do some letters. Confabulous Cruisers Creative Confabulations. Once it's on YouTube, it's fair game. If you don't want folks critiquing, it's best to avoid public forums. I'm the granny who posts so the family can see, but I'm not innocent in the ways of social media, so it's all good. You know what? I was watching some confabulous creators, confabulous confabulations, and this is actually a pretty cool video. Fat Zach's Pizza, Space Needles. We get to see, this is pretty nice. They did a nice job for a little video here with only 7 views of it, including mine. But they're up in the Seattle Space Needle there, and they've got that crazy floor. That crazy floor there with the glass on it that looks down. This is a nice little video here. And a giant spider. Oh my goodness. Anyway, this is a nice little slice of life video here of some cool stuff in the Seattle area. Makes me want to go to Seattle. Yeah, I got to go to Fat Zach's wood-fired pizza with Seattle metro area with Confabulous Cruisers Creative Confabulations. Yeah, this is pretty nice. I was, as an infant, I lived in the Seattle area there. My dad was in the Army with Tim Conway at Fort Lewis. But anyway, some really good pizza, too. I don't remember this place. Talking about how it's not much fun being a critic. Sally the Seeker says, I think you're a pretty decent guy despite the fact that you rent your shared apartment. You're all washed up. You have a horrible beard. You have a creepy voice and a filthy steering wheel column. And she doesn't add her a creepy puppet, right? Anyway, happy Sunday, Sally the Seeker. Kathy said there's a difference between being a critic and a gossip. If you're following, speculating on, and analyzing people over many years, it's gossip. And you have a gossip channel, which is fine. Gossip can be fun and interesting. Coley Hope says, when I first started watching your channel, the Camo channel, I thought you tried too hard to be entertaining and find every little thing a Nomad did wrong and point it out. Since then, you have become much more informative and less critical, and you are better to watch. Ian Heffernan says, the reason I did all the driving was because you were paying for the gas, and I'm a great driver. LMAO. Yeah, Brian was the guy that, remember, he came down here and then we went up to Northern Virginia for Easter, right? And that was the deal. He did the driving and I'd pay for the gas. So, that's what we did. And I bought some dinners and some other things, and we had a free place to stay at my sister's place, so it all worked out great. I don't think Brian would trust me driving his car, because it's a really nice new car, and I don't think he'd, you know, people have really nice new cars, they don't let Dave drive them. Repug Puke says I should go to Walmart, push my puppet around in a kid's stroller with masks on. I need content. I could do that. I do have a stroller someone sent me for Crotchy, my puppet, that I do have in the car all the time. Mary says if people ask not to be mentioned, but I still make it a point of bringing them up. Yeah, you know. Once again, if you have a YouTube channel, and if you have tens or thousands of dozens of hundreds and thousands of subscribers, and you're putting everything up in public, and then, I don't think you have a right to go around and tell people not to cover you. You're putting it up in public. If you don't want to be covered, take your channel down. That's all you got to do. You can't have it both ways. You can't say it's like saying I want to be a politician, but I don't want anyone to criticize me. Well, that's part of being a politician. Part of putting your life in the public, is you got to accept the criticism that you're going to get. And to say, okay, I'm going to put my life up in public, but I don't want anyone to criticize me. And, then ask everybody, don't criticize me, don't criticize me. But then you continue putting stuff up. That don't work that way. I do occasionally have people ask me not to cover them. And again, it depends on, if there's a small channel and they're not doing much, I probably will just go along with that. But if they're continuing to post interesting stuff and got lots of different viewers and have an active channel and have comments on their channel, or, people are talking about them on other channels and parody channels, I'm going to still talk about you. Daniel Taylor says, thanks, Dave, for directing me to several channels over the years that I've enjoyed and subbed to. I also thanks for some of those videos, watching them so you don't have to, right? I do, again, a critic, it goes both ways, and again, criticizing a channel or talking about channels is not all negative. I say a lot of good things, Slim Potato Head, Van City Van Life often, Foresty Forest, we often say good things, Destination Open Road. There's a lot of nomads out there, Venture 4-Wheel Drive, FWD, Snow and Curt, 30 and a Wake Up. There's a lot of channels out there that I say very positive things about. It's not all negative. Being a critic is also saying good things, if you find them. Chris Seliga says, everyone might be a critic on YouTube, but you're still the best one, Dave. Just saying. No Fear to Trek Ray says, after hearing a self-identified monetized YouTube nomading expert glibly make a recommendation to a commenter in senior years with medical conditions to give up their sticks and bricks and hit the road full-time, it was time to unsubscribe. Living full-time in a vehicle's space meant for the occasional weekend trips, and giving up the sanctuary of a fixed support system is a ticket to an early grave. This used car salesman's methodology of saying anything to get a customer to purchase what you're selling is a new low for YouTube nomads to continue their profiteering. Again, advice is advice, and certain nomads, we won't mention any names, have been criticized for overselling the nomadic life, especially for older folks that may actually be in better interest to stay in one place. And as No Fear to Trek Ray says, you have a fixed support system. That's important as you get older, especially as you get, more health issues. It's an option, and BOB does a good job trying to sell it, but he also should, and I think he should back away from it, and in certain cases, Open Land Sydney says, Dave, you need to stop taking care of yourself, like stop shaving, stop taking showers, and stop cleaning your room. You will have more comments. Nomadic Weather Bearer says, pretty sure he already does that. Hey, my room's pretty neat, it's pretty clean, what do you think? I need to get more of my I got to get those ear hair trimmers up and running. But other than that, I think I'm pretty good looking, don't you think? All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. This is Letters for the 23rd and more. of May 2021. Thanks for watching. Keep the comments coming, and have a great rest of your weekend. Vlog under.